Father's Day this year, I'm doing my classic Detroit Tiger nails, but I wanted it to be an orange and blue theme this year. I'm going to start off by taking a denim blue polish, and I'm going to be adding corner swoops to my pinky nail to represent a baseball. And then I'm going to be filling those in and adding white acrylic paint stitches onto them. This entire design was completely inspired by Detroit Tiger flags that I found on Pinterest. And I picked the color scheme because a lot of the flags had orange and blue, and I thought that would be a really fun way to do this. On my thumb, I did pretty much the exact same thing, except I switched up the placement of where the blue is, and I accidentally made it a little bit too narrow because I wanted to put the Old English D in the middle of each of the blue swoops, but I fixed it off camera. If you are struggling to freehand, I would highly recommend trying out acrylic paint because it is so easy to wash off with water, and it's just really easy to work with. I've actually been using it a lot recently, and I'm really enjoying it. On my index finger, I'm writing a 3. And then once I got that on, I went back and top coated my thumb so that it was nice and smooth for when I did the Old English D on top. For my middle finger, I wanted it to be a blue and white, like marbled effect, but I didn't want to do a marble. So I just did this with a makeup sponge. It turned out really good, except there was a little bit too much white on it when I first did it, so I added a little bit more blue with the sponge, and it turned out perfect. Feel free to use liquid latex when you do sponging like this. I just chose not to. And then I top coated this so it was nice and smooth for the Old English D to go on top of that as well. So I will be honest that I have difficulty freehanding this, especially on a very tiny scale. However, acrylic paint really does help. I actually have Old English D nail stickers, which I used to use, and I love them, but those are stickers for some reason that add a little bit too much bulk to the nail, in my opinion. So I'm always trying to find ways to improve my freehanding, and this is just one of them. I will say though that when I drew the Old English D on my middle finger here, it actually was much easier, and that's probably because it was much bigger. You can totally do this with a toothpick if you prefer, but this was just easier for me to use a detail brush. All the polish that I'm using I will have shown at the very end of this, and everything is linked in the description box below. I just got these new detail brushes a couple of days ago, and I am so far really liking them. So lastly is just to do a tiger print, and I did a YouTube short on my nail art tool collection, and these brushes were shown in that. I've been trying to slowly replace a lot of my brushes and get really good ones because the ones I have been much used and much loved. And I just did this tiger print with acrylic paint as well, and I know it's not the best, but I have a hard time freehanding tiger print for some reason. Leopard print I can do. And I'm just going to go ahead and top coat everything. I always make sure to float top coat over any design I do just so that I don't accidentally smudge it. And you really want to top coat over acrylic paint just because it can very easily wash off with water. And I actually did the same design on my right hand, which is my dominant hand. I just made nail decals, which I did not know that you could do that with acrylic paint, and that was very easy to do. I used Zoya's Tyler, which I am in love with this color, Zoya's Purity, as well as Zoya's Thandie. And everything I'm using I will have linked in the description box below, and I just wanted to show what my right hand looks like. And that's it.